This is my speech over diabetes. Here's my audience. Here are my note cards. Type 1 and type 2 diabetes are very different diseases, yet many people confuse them. Today I will explain what diabetes is, the differences between type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and how each type can or cannot be prevented. Understanding diabetes can help you and your family recognize symptoms early and make choices to reduce the risk. First, I will talk about what diabetes is. Next, I will compare type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Finally, I will explain how and if each type can be prevented. First, what actually is diabetes? Diabetes is a serious and potentially dangerous disease. According to UVA Health, written in 2017, diabetes can lead to a life-threatening condition called ketoacidosis, especially in people with type 1 diabetes. Over time, type 1 diabetes can cause high blood sugar and damage vital organs such as the kidneys or your eyes. Diabetes happens because of problems with insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas. According to the Cleveland Clinic, in an article from 2024, insulin allows glucose to move from bloodstream to the body. This is used for energy. This causes high blood sugar, which leads to diabetes. Now that we know what diabetes is, let's move on to the differences between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. There are several important differences between type 1 and type 2. First, there's an insulin difference. In type 1 diabetes, the body does not make insulin at all. Type 2 diabetes, the body still makes insulin, but it doesn't use it correctly. Second, the chances of getting each type are very different. Type 2 diabetes is a lot more common, while type 1 diabetes is not that common to get. Third, the conditions themselves are very different. Most people with diabetes have attacks. The insulin type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. This means the body's immune system mistakes the insulin for insulin producing cells in the pancreas. Type 2 diabetes is more of a hormonal condition. This is linked to more like diet, physical activity, and obesity. Now that we understand the differences between these two types, let's move on to how it can be prevented and if it can even be prevented. Type 1 diabetes are currently preventable because it is an autoimmune disease. It is caused by lifestyle choices and diet. However, type 2 diabetes can often not be prevented but delayed. According to scholar Magdi Ahmed in an article posted in 2017, eating healthy foods and staying active and maintaining your weight can greatly reduce the risk. It is also important to recognize signs of diabetes. According to UVA Health, common symptoms include extreme thirst, hunger, and infections. Management is also different between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 2 is more managed with lifestyle changes, while type 2 is more managed with medications and injecting insulin in some cases. In conclusion, type 1 and type 2 diabetes are very different, and understanding their differences is very important. First, we discussed differences in type 1 and type 2 diabetes. including insulin production and how common they are. Finally, we explain how type 1 cannot be prevented while type 2 can be prevented. Type 1 and type 2 diabetes are often mixed up, but it is very important that you understand the differences because it truly matters. Here, my name.